Welcome to the O'Connor Elder Law channel. I'm your host, Melissa O'Connor. I'm a Florida-based elder law attorney who does estate planning, focusing on long-term care needs, commonly referred to as Medicaid planning, and I do probate, and I do it well. Today I wanted to talk to you about a Medicaid planning strategy that may be good for you or your loved one. It is using the pooled trust. And as you may know from watching these videos or just researching online how to qualify for Medicaid, there are certain criteria that an applicant must meet to be able to qualify for Medicaid benefits, which many people use to help pay for their long-term care and nursing home needs. And one of the things that an applicant needs to have is they need to have assets of no more than $2,000, and they're limited also to a certain amount of money for their income stream, which right now is just a little bit over $2,000 a month as well for a single person. So how does one qualify for Medicaid if you have assets that are more than $2,000? And one of the things that people may use is a pooled trust. And pooled trusts are a special type of trust that are created under state and federal law. They are managed by not-for-profit entities, a nonprofit. And what a person does is they could purchase an interest in this pooled trust, and the not-for-profit will manage the trust monies, and they keep separate accounts for each beneficiary. So then the beneficiary, the Medicaid applicant, the Medicaid recipient, would then receive monies from the pooled trust monthly, and upon their death, there are drawbacks. Upon their death, Medicaid, the state of Florida, would have first rights to be able to seek all reimbursements that it paid out to the Medicaid recipient on their behalf. So there would be a Medicaid lien that would be payable to the state. Who might want to use these pooled trusts? A pooled trust is really helpful to a Medicaid recipient who receives some sort of surprise inheritance or something that they weren't expecting that would then otherwise kick them off of Medicaid, so then they would no longer qualify, and their Medicaid benefits are really valuable to them, and rather than just completely disclaiming their interest in that inheritance, they may elect to accept the inheritance, put it through the pooled trust, because moving the monies to this pooled trust is not, it's an exempt transfer. It is not something that is going to trigger, it's not a transfer that triggers a penalty period like other gifting that you might be concerned about. Everybody knows you can't just give your money away and qualify for Medicaid. You have to make sure that any transfers that you do, you want to be wise about those transfers and use as many exempt transfers as possible. Otherwise, you will be subjecting the Medicaid applicant to a penalty period where they would otherwise qualify for Medicaid, but they must sit out on the sidelines and wait the penalty period until Medicaid says, okay, your penalty's up, now we're going to start paying for your benefits. So what would the monies from the pooled trust do for a Medicaid applicant? Medicaid will pay for your base level of care. And so what these extra monies that would then come to the Medicaid recipient through the pooled trust, they can use that to supplement their care. They can use that for geriatric care services. They can use that for guardianship fees. They can use it to supplement, to have, instead of having to have a shared bedroom, they can now have a private room. These are all different things that can really improve a person's quality of life. They can use it for travel expenses, for entertainment. They can use it for maintaining a family home. They can use it to supplement medical services that might not otherwise be provided through Medicaid. So if there's some sort of thing like aqua aerobics or some sort of therapy that is not normally traditionally covered, the monies that they receive from their pooled trust could be used to be able to pay for those therapeutic services that they find beneficial. So there are really good things that can come through use of a pooled trust, but it's really a tool, as all tools in Medicaid planning, that it is something that might only benefit some people and might not be the best tool for all people. So I don't recommend that everybody run out and seek to make a transfer and purchase, transfer your monies into a pooled trust. Certain people, it's a really great tool for them. Other people, that's just not the best tool for them. Nonetheless, I wanted to share this information with you so that way you at least have a basic understanding of what a pooled trust is, how they're used, and how they might be beneficial to you. And if this is something that you want to learn more about, I encourage you to reach out to an elder law attorney to have that conversation. I do offer no-cost strategy sessions. If you wanted to reach out to me, I'm happy to have that conversation with you. But I just encourage you to reach out to any elder law attorney before you make any sort of decisions with regards to your Medicaid planning strategies. If this information has been helpful to you, I ask that you like and share with others. And again, thank you for joining me.